how many classifications we find in Jain scriptures regarding living organism. So first thing is that what is living organism? In short, just I have given this formula, soul plus body. Living organism is an organic unity of these two things. One is soul and one is body. Definitely here we are talking about the mundane soul. So we are saying that this living organism is soul plus body. Because Siddha Atma, it is only soul, not body. It is free from body. But here living organism, soul plus body. We are talking about that mundane soul. Now, if we talk about the soul and body, first take the soul. As we talked last time, soul, rebirth and karma, these are the, like we can say that these are the central concepts of Jainism. Soul, we talked something about soul in the last lecture also. Here, what is the nature of soul, or what kind of characteristics soul possesses? Then it is said that soul is, you don't have your paper, no? So soul is Amut. You might have heard the name Amut. This is technical term. Amut means invisible, which we cannot see. That is Amut. So soul, we cannot see the soul. And second is that Arupi, means it is formless. It doesn't have any kind of form. It doesn't have, not only, it doesn't have color, touch, taste, smell. It is devoid of all these things. No color, no touch, no taste, no smell. Do you know what is the color of soul? It is colorless. It is touchless. It is smellless. So it is devoid of all these things. So it is called Arupi. Sometimes what happens? There is a confusion between Amut and Arupi. Amut means invisible. And Arupi means formless.
But Roop has got two meanings, form and color.
Yes. So it will have form and color. It will come under the Roop. Sometimes what happens? The form and color is there. But even though we cannot see that thing, like Parmanu, an atom, we cannot see an atom. It is Amut, but it is Rupi, not Arupi. It is Rupi. So this is the difference. Amut means invisible. It can be Rupi or Arupi. Means it may have any form or any color, but even though it can be Amut, invisible. We cannot see through our eyes. It cannot be subject of our eyes. Right? Like atom. According to Jainism, scientific atom is very big. Whatever in science, whatever scientists define atom, that atom is, according to Jainism, that is not atom, that is aggregation, group of atoms. That is group of atoms. So we say that it's kand, not atom. It's the aggregation of atom. And our atom means, according to Jainism, whatever we define atom, it is a amut. We cannot see it. And the second thing, arupi means formless. So this is the difference. Did you get it? Arupi means formless, colorless. Amut means which is invisible, which we cannot see through our eyes. So these two characteristics, and one thing is that it is eternal. Soul is eternal. It was in the past, it is in the present, it will be in the future. Modes are changing, but from the existential point of view, soul was there, soul is here, and soul will be there. So it will be from the existential point of view. Modes will be changed. In your last life, you may have the different form. In present life, you are in this different form. In future life, you may have the different form. But soul is eternal. In the sense of, if we talk about the body, all the attributes, what we talk about the soul, just opposite of those attributes possessed by body. One is when we say that mood, but for body is mood. Body is mood, means we can perceive body, we can see body. So body is mood, body is rupi. We will talk about that. Even Jainism, there are not only one kind of body. That there is also subtle body, and we cannot perceive that body. But just physical body, here we are talking about physical body, we can see, we can perceive. And the other thing is rupi. Rupi means what? It has color, it has touch, it has taste, it has smell. So it possesses all these qualities: touch, taste, smell, and color. You have to remember this: touch, taste, smell, and color. These four things. Whatever it has, it is rupi. Rupi means it has form. And the thing is that it is a perishable, non-eternal. Body is non-eternal. and soul is eternal.
But isn't there a dilemma? At one point you say soul is formless and cannot see, and others say it has got color, touch, taste, and smell. So
What? Soul does not have color, touch, taste, smell. Soul is devoid of all these qualities. Body has all these qualities, so soul is devoid of this. And so only we are saying that it is a formless, it is arupi, because it does not have touch, taste, smell, and color. And this is one is eternal, soul is eternal, and body is non-eternal, it is perishable, right? And when we talk about the rebirth, it proves the eternality of soul. And when we talk about the karma, it proves the non-eternality of your body. Because how? Because of karma you are getting again and again birth. It means you are getting new body because of karma. So it proves your non-eternality of body, and it is that when we talk about the eternality of soul, that rebirth proves the eternality of soul, right? So these things are, and now these are the characteristics, but main thing is that what is the distinct characteristics of soul? Distinct characteristics which makes the soul different from all other things. What is the meaning of distinct characteristics? It means, in Hindi we say lakshan. What is the meaning of lakshan? Which makes the particular thing a separate, different from all other things.
Is it
special?
No, not pure.
No.
Huh? What is it?
It's eternal.
No, it's not eternal. This because there are many things. They are eternal, but that cannot be a distinct characteristic. Distinct characteristic, consciousness. That can be distinct characteristics, which makes soul different from all other things. Because we talk about this amut, arupi, all these things. Soul is amut, but we cannot say amut is a distinct characteristic. Because amut we found in all other things, we find in all other things also, like amut, parmanu is amut.
So are you talking about the gun? What gun?
Lakshan. I am talking about lakshan. Lakshan is gun, amut, arupi, that can be gun also. But we are talking about lakshan. Lakshan is that thing which is only available in that particular thing and which makes that thing separate from all other things. For example, if I say what is the lakshan of guy, what is the lakshan of cow? If somebody will say me that I don't know what is cow, and if I am asking that how I am going in the forest and how I will find the cow there, because I don't know how the cow is, then if somebody will say me that you will find an animal with 4 legs, that will be cow. Is it a lakshan? Because there are many animals, they have the 4 legs. Or somebody will say me 2 horns, then this is also not a lakshan. Then what is the lakshan of cow?
Gives milk.
Milk also? It is not a lakshan.
No, fair.
It's a difficult. You know that in cow's body there is a hanging part of neck that we say gal kambal. This is a Hindi word, and the English word is that it's just hanging part of your neck, of that cow's neck. That is the characteristic of that cow, and that makes cow different from all other animals. So that is the lakshan. The same way, consciousness is the lakshan, consciousness is the distinct characteristic of soul. Not this amut, arupi, these are the attributes, qualities of soul, but what is the distinct characteristic? Consciousness. Only soul is consciousness, not other things are consciousness. Consciousness only means lakshan, we can define lakshan in this way. Lakshan is that which is possessed by only the particular thing. And through that, we can identify that thing, which makes that thing separate from all other things. That only can be lakshan, that only can be distinct characteristics.
It's not knowledge. Consciousness is not knowledge.
It will come. It will come. You are right. Consciousness is knowledge. Now here we are talking about consciousness, but how this consciousness is manifested? Because we cannot see consciousness, no? But how it can be manifested? And then you already gave the answer. Manifestation of consciousness first is cognition. We say cognition. When you say knowledge, that is cognition. If we are conscious, how we are manifesting our consciousness? We have knowledge. Knowledge means what? Not like if somebody will say that I don't have this kind of knowledge. No, knowledge means there should be a little uncovered part of your Jnanavarniya karma. Means kshayopasham of your Jnanavarniya karma. Even a underdeveloped, we talk about the underdeveloped being, one-sensed being. It is not developed being. It's not. We cannot say undeveloped. It is underdeveloped, but it has a list knowledge. Not like us, but it has a. If it does not have a knowledge, if we say that it does not have a knowledge, it means there will be no difference between soul and non-soul. That is the difference. The Ajeeb things, they don't have knowledge. We have knowledge, and we have consciousness, so we have knowledge. We can manifest our consciousness through our knowledge. There are two things: knowledge. Now, because if you will read the chapter, you will come across this word. So I am explaining these words also. Yes.
Can a jeev become a jeev? So this wood was a tree before, so that was a jeev.
That is a different thing. But in this form now, in a sense, we cannot say that jeev become a jeev. Now this cannot become a. This is a jeev now. It came from jeev. It is a part of jeev, but now it become a jeev. But now it cannot be changed in the jeev. Did you get? So we say that in this world everything is released from jeev or jeev. So whatever is made a jeev, it's made by jeev, or it came from jeev, like from wood, means from tree, and it came from jeev, but now it become a jeev. So now it does not have any cognition, consciousness. It is devoid of that. Cognition, yes.
What is consciousness mean?
Chetana.
Consciousness.
The Hindi word will be Chetana. And how your Chetana will be manifested? First is the cognition. The simple word is knowledge. And how you gain knowledge? It's not also a simple process. We believe that it's a simple process. Suppose I am saying something, you are listening and you are gaining that thing. But in between there is a long process. We don't realize that process also. But while reading the chapter you will come across these words, and you might have heard the name Avagraha, Iha, Avay or Dharana. I don't know. But again and again you have to listen these words. So I am explaining in short. First thing is that what happens how we get knowledge through our senses. If there is anything like this is a subject, so through eyes I can perceive and then I can understand what is this. If somebody is saying something, then I will use my hearing organ, auditory organ. If there is something, smell kind of thing, if I will smell, I will use my nose and then I will understand that. If somebody is touching me, I will get knowledge according to that. So 5 senses are the sources. But what happens? It doesn't happen directly. First what happens, suppose one example I want to give. If you are here and suddenly you listen one voice, and the first what happens, that the material particles of that voice will get contacted with your ear, because it is subject of ear. Then it is called sensation. Then what you will know? This is the voice. This much only, this is the voice. But now you will go deep and you will think that which kind of voice is it? Then you will think, the second thing is speculation. It is not doubt, but you will think that this voice should be of the voice of peacock. Means you are thinking that it should be a voice of peacock. Because in the past you have heard the voice of peacock and now you are thinking that it should be. That is the thing. And whatever will come in this sentence should be, it will be inclined to your right answer, not wrong answer. You are not in doubtful situation, but you are not in decision. You are not in decisive situation also. You cannot take decision now. Just you are thinking that it should be, but it will be positive. It will take you to your answer, right answer. So this will become your speculation. So in between, what happens? Doubt also happens, but it is not regarded as a part of knowledge. So in between, doubt happens. Doubt is the state after sensation and before speculation. After sensation and before speculation. Then when you get it should be a noise of peacock. Then what happens? Judgment. I didn't write that judgment. Third will be the judgment. Then you said it is the voice of peacock. Because I heard the voice in the past and it is the voice of peacock. And after that, what happens? Retention. Means now you will retain it. Whenever I will hear this kind of voice, this will be the voice of peacock. The same thing. Now you know my noise, how I am speaking. So if you are far from me and I will speak something, first what will happen? Particles will get contacted with your ear. Then you will think that it is a voice. First thing is that. Then you say it should be voice of Samir Rohit Pragyaji. Then you will say that yes, it is the voice of Rohit Pragyaji. Then you return it like again and again when you listen this thing, then this thing happens very quickly. Now we are getting second time when you listen the voice of peacock, whole process will be the same, but it will be fast. So you will not realize it, how it is happening, no? So this is the process, and this process happens when we do any kind of knowledge, when we gain any kind of knowledge through our senses. These four things: sensation, speculation, judgment, and retention. So cognition is the manifestation of consciousness. Second thing is conation. It is what? Exertion of will. Only living being can do effort to get the pleasurable situation and to get rid of painful situations. Why you are doing so many efforts? Why you are doing so many hours you are doing work? Why? Because you want pleasure and you want to get rid of pain. So not only human being, even a small being. But if it is a living being, it should have this characteristic. This is an exertion of will, means whatever exertion you are doing to get pleasure and get rid of pain. Do you get it? The first thing is that cognition. All living beings have cognition, and second thing is that all living beings do any kind of movement, any kind of exertion, any kind of effort only to get pleasure and to get rid of pain. Their all activities are only because of only to get pleasure and to get rid of pain. Is it okay?
So in this case, you don't have the example of sadism, whereby people who like inflicting pain on themselves. So because then he's exerting his own free will to cause pain to him, not pleasure.
Yeah, but that is a
That is pleasure for them. You are feeling that this is a pain, but they want to do it, means that is pleasure for them. This is a pleasure for them. So this is the we talk about. Just I am repeating this much. We start with the soul and body. Living organism is combination of these two things, soul and body. And what is soul? Then we talk about the amurt, arupi and shashvat. And then what is body? Murt, rupi and ashashvat. And then what is the distinct characteristic of soul? That is consciousness. And how we can manifest consciousness? Through cognition, through conation. If we have this kind of, if we have any desire to do something, it means that is the characteristic of consciousness. And second thing is we have cognition. And if we say, in technical term, we say upayog. This is called upayog. आपने बहुत बार, you might have heard many times from sadhu, like you should have upayog. Upayog is the, in scriptures also you will find that upayog is the lakshan of soul, characteristics of soul, that is cognition. Cognition and conation. Now other view, that is, you find these two words also, karma and karma fal chetna. This is karma and karma fal chetna. Chetna is chetna. Means, according to Jainism, living being has, only living being has these two kind of chetna. Karma means to do action. Awareness regarding action. Awareness regarding action. Chetna means here awareness. Awareness regarding action. And second is the karma fal chetna. You are always aware about karma fal chetna also. Definitely here what we talk about, that it is more related to developed beings. They are more conscious about their karma fal chetna. So this is the one view. This is also a manifestation of consciousness. If you are conscious, then you have a karma chetna and karma fal chetna. This is the thing. But the main important thing is that cognition and conation. This is what the soul is. So the nature of soul, in short, nature of soul is it is eternal. We cannot perceive it because it is devoid of touch, taste, smell, all these things. And because of our karma, it takes other form again and again. Means we get rebirth. It takes other form. And our consciousness is the main characteristics of our soul. And even soul and consciousness, they are not two, they are one. But how we can explain the characteristic of soul, then we say that consciousness is the characteristic of soul. But sometimes we use the word consciousness for soul itself. Because lakshan is always identical with that part. We cannot separate them. And how can we manifest? Then cognition and conation. Now come to the body. Second part is the body, because we say the soul plus body. Just we say that body is what? One is the physical body, what we all understand. But in Jainism, how many bodies are there?
2, 3, 4.
We believe in 5 bodies. 5. But in human beings there are 3 bodies. Like we have three bodies. Not only all human beings, because two bodies are different kind of labdis, just to disappear, to disappear this form and get the other form, that is a Vakriya Sharir, and Aharak Sharir, that is again different kind of Sharir. But here we are not concerned with these two things. Here is the main thing is that we have the Audarik Sharir. You might have the Audarik means that this physical body what we have with blood, flesh and all these things. And second is the Tejas bioelectricity, and that one is the Karman Sharir, that is the Karma body. And how it makes Karman. Last time we talked about the karma, and whenever we do any activity, we attract karmas. And when we attract karmas and stick to the soul, and that Karman body is not different from karma. That is the Karman body. And when this gross body is, this is what? It remains for a particular period, certain period, 100 years, 70 years, 60 years, then we have to give up this body. And we give up this body. But the subtle body, that is Karman body, and the Tejas body also, these are the Shashvat means if we remain in this world, if our soul is a mundane soul, then this we cannot, until we give up this Karman body, we cannot get emancipation. We cannot get liberation. We cannot become free. So that is the thing which bind us, Karman body. And this is the karma. Karman body is what? Nothing else, not other than karma. It is the karma. So it remains after death also. And according to this body, we get the next body also. According to this body, we get the next body, in which, because it decides. Now, last time we talked about all the karmas, Nam karma, Gotra karma, all these things. So, this Karman body, so we are talking about two bodies. One is gross body, one is subtle body. Gross body is that body which we can see, and by various nutrients, by various kinds of food, our body is grown, all this kind of food. But for this thing, this is a subtle body, not like this, and we cannot give up this body. How we can give up? When we shed off all karmas, then automatically it will be given up. And from this birth to next birth, when we give up our body, this gross body, then soul is there with what? This Karman body. And when it do any motion until it gets the next birth, it will remain with that. Karman Sharir, Karman body will remain with that, and according to Karman body, we will get the next birth, rebirth. So that is the Karman body. This is the body, this is what we talk about. Now, here our subject is biology. So we started the thing, what is living organism, and that is the living organism. But not only this much, we have to understand more. Now we talk about that soul. Body is non-living, soul is living. But when we do any action, what it appears? It becomes animate. Our body becomes animate. How? Because of soul. Because soul is inside. So whatever we are doing, soul makes our body animate. And what else we have? What else we have? Because soul, what else means? Soul means what? Because these all kinds of things will come under this. You will see here. Soul animates the living organism through vital functions. 10 types of bioenergy. We have 10 types of bioenergy in our body. Bioenergy means pran. We have pran. How many types? In generally we say that pran only. But according to Jainism, there are 10 types of pran. We talk about the 10 types of pran. Barabar છે પ્રજ્ઞાબેન? ઊંઘ તો નથી આવતી કોઈને? Everybody is okay? Yes. Because this is philosophy, huh? So 10 types of pran. We are talking about what? Both. Body, so. Body and soul both together now. Because we are talking about living organism. You should give answer if we are talking about living organism. So soul and body, both the things. So 10 types of pran we have. Which 10 types? Don't have paper, and I didn't write here because I thought that you will come with this paper. So first is that we have 5 senses. Everybody knows the names of 5 senses? Everybody?
Touch, taste,
technical term કોઈને નથી આવડતા. સ્પર્શનેન્દ્રિય, that is touch. So we have sense, but without having that particular kind of pran, we cannot get knowledge. If somebody is touching me, and I feel that hot touch or cold touch, whatever, soft or rough, whatever, how I can get that this is a soft touch or this is a rough touch or anything, because I have a pran. Which kind of pran? What is the name of biopotential of touch? That is biopotential of touch. That is a vital force within me. And because of that vital force, I am able to know the subjects of my senses. Otherwise I cannot, because the senses, senses are also non-living. This is a part of body. They are non-living. But if I have pran, so I can understand. So all senses, how many senses we have? 5 senses. So 5 prans are related to 5 senses. I have ability to know the subject of touch. I have ability to know the subject of ear. I have ability to know the subject of smell. I have ability to know the subject of eyes, to perceive something, and taste also. So this is 5 indriyas, 5 senses, 5 prana I have. Now next, you want to ask something? 5 are there. Now 5 are left. So 5 are what? 5, well, one is manobal. That is called manobal. Ability to think. You are thinking something. Then also you need ability, pran shakti. That pran, that is called manobal pran. Ability to think. And then ability to speak. When I am speaking, then also I need pran. ક્યારેક આપણે કહીએ છીએ ને આમાં પ્રાણ વધારે છે એટલે વધારે એવી રીતે બોલે છે તો પ્રાણ વધારે છે. Like because of that vital force you speak, some speak slow, some speak loudly, મારી જેમ. તો પ્રાણ વધારે હોય તો we have pran. Pran વધારે means that we can use that pran. Somebody can use more, somebody can use less in this way. So that is the vachan bal pran. Manobal, second is vachan bal, third is kaya bal. Whatever we are doing with our physical body, that is called, we need that vital force, and that is called ability to do anything with your physical body. So we also need, there also we need the vital force, that is bioenergy. We need bioenergy. And swashoshwas, when I do respiration, inhalation and exhalation. So one pran is related to that, is also available in my body. That is called pran of bioenergy of respiration. And one is bioenergy of life, your ayushya. That is called ayushya pran. The whole bioenergy of your life. So these 10 kinds of bioenergy we have in our body. And these prans makes our body animate. How many types? 10. Now who can speak all the types? Dinesh bhai bolse? 5 બોલો, 5 તો easy છે એકદમ. તમે તૈયારી કરો છો સાથે સાથે એક્ઝામની. પણ દિનેશ ભાઈ એક્ઝામ નથી. સતીશ ભાઈ બોલશે? કોણ બોલશે તો? પ્રજ્ઞાબેન?
Try.
હા.
Taste.
Yes.
See.
Yeah.
Eyes. Ear, hearing. Smell.
Touch. So 5 senses, 3 senses. Then
5 related to those 5 ones.
not 4.
Same one.
See? 5 are related to 5 senses and 5 are other. And which are 5? Meena Ben?
Manobal, which is ability to think.
Yes.
Ability, kaya bal, which is ability to use your body to
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Manobal, kaya bal,
Speech.
respiration.
Yeah.
Ayushya.
And speak what you are doing. Okay. So 10 types of pran we have. And not all living beings have 10 kinds of pran according to development of consciousness. If they are one sensed beings, they have some less prans. So if 2 sensed, then little more, then 3 sensed. These we are talking about the 5 sensed. And 5 sensed with mind, who have mind. Because in 5 sensed also there are 2 categories. Devoid of mind and with mind. Some are asangi, some are sangi. Some can think, some cannot think. Some don't have mind, some have mind. So those beings who have mind, they have how many prans? 10. Yes?
The speaking one, the animals that don't speak, there is communication, not only speech.
No speech. If
So-
somebody,
so-
if you want to say that if somebody
Like
has
a lion
dumb and deaf,
No, animals don't talk, but
they have their own language. They
Yeah.
have their own language. Not like to speak like we are speaking, but they have their own language. So this is also, they have their speech.
Yes.
They can understand their language.
But animals have four cells, isn't it?
Animals have four cells.
No, five.
Like flies, bees, they have four senses. We will talk about that, one sense, two sense, because we have to talk about the classification of living beings also. So that is the thing we talk about. And now these 10 types of prans we can divide into 4 groups only. One is the group of Indriya, and the 5 will come in the Indriya. Second will come in the Bal. Bal means Manobal, Vachan Bal, Kaya Bal. That will come in the Bal. And third will be Ayushya. Ayushya is separately. And Swashoshwas. Both are very important, Ayushya and Swashoshwas. So they are separate. And Bal, 3 will come under the Bal, 5 will come under the Indriya, 1 is here and 1 is here. So 10. 10 can be divided into 4 groups. Okay? So this is what we talk about the prans. But pran is again an effect. It needs cause. What is the cause of pran? And that is paryapti. That is called biopotential. Pran is bioenergy, ability, and biopotential. What happens as soon as soul conceived, it takes rebirth, it conceived, even in the bomb, first thing what it does, it just makes all paryaptis. What is paryapti? Building up material force. Soul itself build up its material force so that it can use all the senses, it can do respiration. So this kind to building up material force is the paryapti, to build up the material force, material capacity. It is bioenergy what we talk, it is a vital function, it is related to soul, it is a psychic. And here we are talking about the material capacity. We should have material capacity means what? To collect, to gather the particles from the space and then transform those particles and then release unnecessary particles. That thing, that type of capacity. If we don't have capacity, suppose if I don't have paryapti, that is called, one example, bhasha paryapti. I don't have bhasha paryapti. Even when as soon as soul is conceived up, it builds its bhasha paryapti, and because of that bhasha paryapti, throughout the life, I gather the particles of speech and then I am able to speak something. This is the thing. We need some more things, but this is the basic thing what we need, that is called paryapti. And in English we say that biopotential. And how it happens, there are 6 types of paryapti. I think I have to write, otherwise you will get confused, no? Because this much we did. Ahar, sharir, in ahar means
Food.
here, food. I will explain it. Elementary biopotential, we say that. Food is the common term. What happens? Ahar means just intake, to take something. To take something, that is ahar. And food is also ahar. Here what soul does, first intake all the kinds of material, what it needs. As soon as soul conceived, it takes all the materials what it needs to make these paryaptis, because it has to make ahar paryapti, sharir paryapti, indriya means it has to build up the 6 kind of capacity. So to build that 6 kind of capacities, it needs some material, and it takes all the materials together, and first it builds up this ahar paryapti. That first it builds up the ahar is 2 things. One is that to intake all the materials, but here first it takes the capacity to take food, intake food. That is called ahar paryapti. After that, what it do? First thing, it starts because it took all the material together, for sharir paryapti, for indriya paryapti, everything. But it works with ahar paryapti, and it finished this ahar paryapti within one samay. Within one samay. means very less time. It finished this thing. Then it accomplished Ahar Paryapti. Then it works on Sharir Paryapti, Indriya Paryapti, Shwasoshwas Paryapti, Bhasha Paryapti and Man Paryapti. Means then it tries to, and in Ahar Paryapti what it does? Because first thing it takes all the materials, whichever is needed to prepare, to build up all these Paryaptis together. Then it has to classify the thing. First it has to work for Ahar. Then it will just separate the materials of Ahar and it will transform the material of Ahar, and whatever is needed it will keep and otherwise it will release. Then finish, Ahar Paryapti is finished. Then what it does, I will give an example so don't get confused. Just first I am explaining, then I will give an example. Then it will make body, all the organs of body. That will call, for making the organs of body, whatever material it needs, it will take, and other materials it will release. Then it makes the indriya, senses, all the senses. Then Shwasoshwas, it will work for this Paryapti to build up this capacity, to inhale and exhale. Then it will build this capacity to speak something. It will then to think something. You can take the example of a house builder. If any person is going to build any house, then what he will do? First he will gather all the material, whatever is needed, like lime, cement, wood, whatever it needs, all kinds of things. That will be called Ahar Paryapti. To gather all kinds of material. And then what he will do? This material is this lime, this material is used for this thing, this material is used for this thing. This is like wood are there, woods is there, then wood will be for windows and doors. Then to classify that material, which will be used for that thing. The same way is to build up the Sharir Paryapti, means to build up the organs of body, right? And third, you can take this thing together. Three things: Indriya, Shwasoshwas and Bhasha. After that, what it will do, the builder will do, just fix the place. Where should be the windows? Where, like these Indriyas are our windows and doors. Where should be the windows and doors to exit, for exit and for entrance of air, light or person, whatever. We need some windows upside, some down in this way. So these means to prepare Indriya Paryapti, Shwasoshwas Paryapti and Bhasha Paryapti. It is like that. And after your house is built now, and after that you will think that which room is utilized for what thing. This is a dining room, this is a kitchen, this is a what, you will decide in this way. So this is like a Man Paryapti, because you have to think for that. That is called Man Paryapti. So this is a small example through which you can understand how a soul builds up this material capacity. So Paryapti means not in one sentence I can say that build up material capacity. How many kinds of material capacity? 6 kinds of material capacity. Material capacity of that you can say biopotential of food, biopotential of body, biopotential of senses, biopotential of respiration, biopotential of speech and biopotential of mind. So this is, in technical terms, this is called Paryapti. Now think this, 6 Paryapti and 10 prans. This is the body.
If the Ahar, can some when a child is conceived, like can some have be taking more Ahar? I mean, sometimes you find some children are less formed. I mean, I know it's relating to karma theory, but is there any relation to Ahar?
So you take these all particles according to your karmas. Yeah, this is Ahar, according to your karmas. And that Ahar, what first time a soul in born it remains for a whole life. It remains for a whole life. And the Paryapti and Pran, through Paryapti and Pran we can decide that this unity of this combination of Paryapti and Pran is life, and disjunction of Paryapti and Pran is death. Without Paryapti and Pran you cannot imagine living organism. You cannot imagine living. Paryapti is what? It is a biopotential and it is a material capacity of what? To take food, to speak something, to think something. It is a material capacity. And Pran is what? It is in Hindi we can say it is a Jivani Shakti, it is a Pran Shakti. So So it is a bioenergy. And how many kinds? 10 kinds. And here we can relate that 6 kinds of paryapti and 10 kinds of pran. Here we have the indriya paryapti, right? So they will come 5 kinds of pran. All 5 kinds of pran will come under here. Can so this very easy છે ને last time કરતા તો થોડુંક easy છે ને Now what I am doing, relating pran and paryapti. How many kinds? Because एक बाजू तो 6 છે અને એક બાજુ 10 છે. We have 10 pran and 6 paryaptis, and we are saying both are related. One is cause and one is effect. What is cause? Paryaptis are cause and prans are effect. As soon as we build up the capacity, pran automatically comes. So બંને સાથે સાથે થાય છે. So, and without pran, one cannot attain the maturity of paryapti. So બંને mutual dependent છે. Both are mutual dependent. Okay. So living organism is combination of these two things, and disjunction of these two things is a best. Indriya, તો આ તો થઈ ગયું ને solution. 5 પ્રાણ તો અહીંયા જ આવી ગયા તમારા એક ઇન્દ્રિયમાં જ. When we talk about the indriya paryapti, here we have only one paryapti, indriya paryapti, and here 5 kinds of pran will come under one paryapti. So we can relate that. Then we talk about the man paryapti, that is manobal, right? હવે તમે બોલો કોઈ, that is one is bhasha paryapti. How can we relate with pran? Which pran? હા, વચન બળ. Yes. ચાલશે તમે નામ પૂરું નહીં બોલો તો પણ વચન બળ, that is વચન બળ. Because you have to remember in this way 3 bal and 5 indriyas, no? And one is Swashoshwas is the common. Swashoshwas paryapti and Swashoshwas pran. Both are same. So કેટલા થઈ ગયા? 1, 3, 4, 5. આહાર પ્રાપ્તિ and શરીર પ્રાપ્તિ. So આહાર પ્રાપ્તિ is which pran?
Ayushya?
Yes, very good. Ayushya. Because
It's related.
first ahar you take, it will stay there for your whole life. So that is related to your ayushya. Jare ahar finish, ayushya finish. That is called oj ahar. We say that oj ahar. Ayushya. There are 3 types of ahar. One is oj ahar, one is rom ahar, what we take through skin, pores, we are taking all the time. And that is the cover, that we say that cover ahar, that is morsels, through morsels we are taking for something, that is cover ahar. So that is the very gross ahar, cover ahar is. Second is the rom ahar. Oj ahar, when soul conceived, then first time it takes and it remains for whole life, that is called oj ahar. So there is the ahar paryapti, and last one is sharir paryapti, which pran? It is one bal pran. Kaya bal. Yes. થઈ ગયું? We have 6 paryaptis and 10 prans, and how we can relate that? Then 5 indriya paryapti with 5 kinds of pran, man paryapti with manobal, bhasha paryapti with vachan bal, and Swashoshwas paryapti with Swashoshwas pran, and ahar paryapti with ayushya pran. So this is the relation. So here up to like we talk about the pran and paryapti and relation between pran and paryapti. Now we'll talk about that 1 sense to 2 sense to 3 sense, 4 sense to beings, and how there is like some have some less prans and paryapti, some have more. So because of their development of their consciousness. So this much thing, and then classification of living organism. How many kind of classifications we find in the scriptures? We will talk about that. So after some time.
Interval.
Interval.
प्रतिगमन करेंगे ना. How does the soul get particles from to build up the material? Where does it affect it?
It is in the space. It is in the
Even
space.
though it's in the body. So I mean, let's say if a mother is pregnant, expecting a child, it can still affect everything from the space.
Yes.
Although it's inside the.
Yes.
But you said within one samay. What is one samay?
I will explain that samay. That is the different
I will
thing.
explain.
Samay should.
Okay. Samay it is a technical term in the Jainism. So you cannot count by minute or second, and it's very, very the last subtlest moment that is called samay.
very, very subtle. Like in 1 second there are infinite samay. So that is called samay. Understood? Just it's like counting. 1 second, yeah? 1 second कितना बड़ा होता है? ठीक है? 1 सेकंड के अंदर अनंत समय, इतना छोटा पार्ट जिसका है काल का, वो समय.
In Jainism, there's different classifications: numerable, innumerable, and infinite. How do you describe those three?
Okay, numerable means जिनको हम count कर सकते हैं, we can count. Innumerable, we cannot count, but they are not infinite. We cannot count. They are not infinite, but like our capacity is not to count them. And there are some, they are infinite, uncountable even. Innumerable are countable, but we cannot count. Understand? Because the Ganit, the mathematics don't go like they're counting. And the infinite, there is no like Siva, limit,
The measurement of time, somewhere, that the Tirthankars that I presume.
Yeah.
So they could see.
They could see.
They could see.
That's why they
what
can
they-
explain. That's why we cannot see that. Yeah. And the 48 minutes time, that is called the Antarmurit, you know? Antarmurit. So the second Samay, first Samay leave, from second Samay to 48 minutes time, it is called Antarmurat. एक मुहूर्त का मतलब होता है 48 minutes. But from second समय, एक समय निकाल दिया, तो from second समय to 48 minutes, it is called Antarmurat. It also will come again and again in your chapters, Antarmurat. Like पर्याप्ति पूरी होती है, तो अंतर्मुहूर्त में पूरी होती है. So what is the meaning of अंतर्मुहूर्त? So from second समय to 48 minutes. So what is the samay? Samay is the very subtlest. You cannot count that. Just we can imagine that in 1 second infinite time. So you can imagine what is the subtlest part of that. That is called samay.
Samaniji, all this classification, everything, if our Tirthankars saw and this is what they explained, is this all in Agam?
Yeah, it is all.
So we just
Yeah,
carry on from
yeah,
their
yeah,
explanation.
yeah. Everything I explained Tirthankar, we have in Agam, and then we have in some of the literature.
So just like when a person passes away, because આપણે શું કે એક સમયમાં એવી રીતના આ એક જ સમયમાં
But that is also infinite समय, because एक समय तो बहुत सटल है, बहुत सटल है.
So एक समयमा छ प्रजाति.
Not एक समय में.
First one.
In Antar.
First.
Yeah, in Antar. Yeah. Second समय to 48 minutes. In Antar में everything.
48 minutes.
Second to
second.
हो सकता है it take only 4 समय or 5 समय or 1 minute or 10 minute or 48 minutes. So from 2 समय to 48 minutes.
So એક સમયમાં ત્યારે જ આખું decide થઈ જાય કે whether this is going to be a human being,
Yeah,
whether
right.
it's going to be a plant.
Right.
Yeah. ત્યારે જ થઈ જાય એક સમયમાં
Yeah.
ત્યારે જ.
She said something about the Karam body.
Mm-hmm.
So can we, is that Arupi and everything as well, so we can't see that?
Yeah. No, the Karam body is not Arupi. Chetna is Arupi, but Karam body is not Arupi, but we can't see. It's so subtle, we can't see. But it's not Arupi, it's Rupi. Because according to Jainism, those who have the color and taste and touch, they are Rupi. So these are the material things. Yeah, Karam particle, they are material things. And material thing has taste, touch, like that. So all the material things, they are Rupi. Doesn't matter we can see or not. But the Karam particle, they are Rupi, but we cannot see. because they are subtle. Like Parmanu, atom, we cannot see, but it is real.
So, like when a person passes away, then ત્યારે જ, આપણું soul like third, like એક જ સમયમાં બીજે વહી જાય.
ત્રણ સમય, highest ત્રણ સમય લાગે છે, highest 4 સમય લાગે છે, highest. It can go in one time, it can take 2 or 3 or last highest 4 samay only. Because when you read in the destinies, 4 destinies where the Atma is going, so sometimes the Atma is going in the straight direction. It will take only one time. Yeah? And if it will take 2 or 3 turns, then it will take 2 or 3 more times. So sometimes like I am going in my straight direction. Sometimes if I have to go, because I don't know where our Atma is going to take birth, and that place maybe in turning, then I can take 1 turn or 2 turn or highest 3 turns. If I take 3 turns, then I will take 4 times. If I take 2 turns, then I will take 3 times. Because 1 time here, and the second time in the direction, the straight direction I reached. So 2 times in straight line. If I take 1 turn, then 1, 2 and 3. And if I take 2 turns, then 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in this way, first go in this way and this way. So 1, 2, 3 and the last 4. So if I take 2 turns from here, 3, 2 and 3. Third is the destination line and 4.
So those 4 are heavenly beings, hellish beings. Those are the 4, right?
No, I am talking about the samay. How much samay you will take.
Yes,
Doesn't matter. Maybe you are again going in the human being, but where are you going? Where which place you are going?
Okay.
What place? Maybe that human being place where you are going to take birth, that is in that from here that you are going, so that is in the straight direction, or maybe it is in turning, 1 turn or 2 turns you have to take. So it depends on the turn. So highest Atma takes 3 turns and 4 turns. Highest, no more than. कभी सीधा जाता है, कभी 1 टर्न लेता है, कभी 2 टर्न.
What is the purpose
No,
of
but
then
my
defining
question
that?
Sorry?
What is the purpose of defining ketla turns? Because so there is no correlation between say if it takes 1 turn, then you go to Narakari.
No, that is what I was trying to ask. It is not like that. That is
So
not.
then what is the purpose?
Yeah, because this
turn?
lok, this universe is in this way.
Okay.
This universe is in this way, and then like Atma has a very full power, vigor to go there. But sometimes maybe it has to take turn. That's why. Because Tirthankar everything has seen, so they are explained along. And it's difficulty for us because we cannot see that. So they wanted to us to have benefit. That's why they explained everything.
So when you leave your body, when somebody passes away, the soul with the karma, when it goes somewhere. So at that time, the soul is aware of what's happening to it?
Soul is?
Aware of what's happening to it or not really? I mean, when it's passing.
Does it know?
Soul
Does
is
it know what's
aware.
happening?
Soul is aware of.
Soul is aware.
Soul is aware of.
No, at the time nothing. Nothing is happening. Just it takes the karmic body and just go. You can imagine getting till some time and 3 times, but it's aware. Yeah, it's just our imagination, but it will not take time. Yeah, it's not like 1 second so we see something and we get something. It's very quick, very quick.
But time is a dravya.
Yeah.
But it's not a particle. Time is not made up of particles.
No,
just like Jain and others.
Yeah, no. Time is particle, but time is not kami, astikaya. Aggregation.
So time is a particle, but not
Time
the
is
aggregation.
particle, yeah. Only one particle. Like, time is not the heap of the particles. Like Dharmastikaya, Adharmastikaya. These all are the aggregation. You see? The mass. These are the mass. But time is only the mass. वैसे ऐसे ही कहते हैं कि काल अरूपी है, क्यों रुपये? क्योंकि इसका कोई वो पार्टिकल नहीं होता। So only the time is time, nothing like particle, nothing of that particle, कुछ no scan, no particle like that. This time is time. क्योंकि इसको we cannot collect. We cannot collect. जो one समय बीत गया, now it will not come. Even one moment or 1 second we can experience. It's gaya, we cannot collect that.
And they say time is only in Dvip. Time is only in this 2.5 Dvip. 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 Dvip. Dvip. Yeah. Otherwise,
There's no
outside
time.
there is no time like thing, dividation of like 12 ghanta, 24 ghanta, nothing.
So no time in heaven and no time in hell.
In Dvip everything.
Oh, Dvip everything is
Yes,
there.
Dvip everything. Heaven, hell, everything in Dvip.
In Dvip.
In Dvip.
Mono. Yes. She was explaining something about mono. That's willpower.
Manoval. Manoval, yeah, that is willpower. Like willpower and that is Sankalp Shakti, that Manoval.
And that depends on what? Your monopoly depends on what?
Manapriyapti
Manapriyapti.
and Manoval. The Manapriyapti is the Podvilik Shakti, the material power, and the Manoval is the vital power. So both depends on God.
બીજું એક પ્રજાપતિ આપણે આયુષ્યની હતી તો એટલે so that is already determined then. So
પર્યાપ્તિ આયુષ્યની નથી, પર્યાપ્તિ પ્રાણ આયુષ્ય છે. પર્યાપ્તિ જે આયુષ્ય પ્રાણ છે એ આહાર પર્યાપ્તિના સાથે રિલેટેડ છે. આહાર પર્યાપ્તિ.
That pran determines your
Yes. Ayush. That pran doesn't determine. That due to that pran, just we are spending our life. Yeah, we are getting our age and everything. And the Ayushya karma that determines our life. Yeah, this is Ayushya pran. So due to that we are living, alive. But the Ayushya karma it determines our next life.
The priorities seem like, because I do dentistry at university, so it seems like the baby developing the same order in the Jains and the priorities. So like the body and then the senses and then
The genes come to the then I don't know.
otherwise.
I don't know what that
Yeah, it goes in everything.
Like the body, then develop the senses, then develop the mind, then intellect like that. Yeah? So that's why you are saying that the same process.
Yeah, the same
તમારે કોઈ ઇન્ટરવલ લેવો હોય તો સમજી આવશે પછી કામ કરતે 5 મિનિટમાં.
So can the paryapti be changed by effort? So like your karma, you can change your karma through effort. So
the next slide.
You want to ask if can paryapti can be
changed.
Paryapti according to our karma. So if we change our karma, paryapti will be that type of. So we cannot change our paryapti, but we can change our karma. So if karma is changed, then we will get that type of paryapti. Yeah?
But that will be in the next slide.
Yeah. Because this time, whatever karma we got, that type of paryapti we will get. So this time our effort, whatever the good and bad, according to that we will get the paryapti.
How do we measure we can measure our temperature with the thermometer. How do we measure our karma? How big or small? How do we do that?
That's right. That's why it is not the subject of science. If it come in the measurement, then science can also know that. So that's why it depends on the Atma Vidya. You go inside and do meditation and get the knowledge, extra sensory perception or Avidya, then you cannot.
So the soul has the power to know.
Soul has that power.
So we
To
have to
awaken,
go within
we need to awaken that power.
In fact, today's paper.
Because this much knowledge, you can imagine, this much knowledge by book, by Prayogshala, by experiment, it's not possible. It is by Kevalya, by Audija, by Manakriya. Then it can be explained and it can be given detailed. Otherwise, it is not possible by books and.
And in this Jain biology, how do you reconcile this with 84 lakh Jivyoni? So, what does that mean? Like we say 7 lakh Prithvikai, 7 lakh Apkai. So, is it 700,000 types of beings or places where people are born, or?
Not beings, beings or
Infinite.
Infinite. Just places.
So
Where the 7 lakh, 7 lakh Prithvikai, it means 7 lakh of species where Prithvikai can be produced.
So 7 lakh species means that they are.
जगह उनकी जन्म लेने की 7 लाख types.
I see. Yes. So आपके 14 lakh मनुष्य करे. So 14 lakhs of places where humans can take birth. But what does that 14 lakh places mean? So like this is Bharat Kshetra, then Mahavidya Kshetra. So like that you keep on counting and you will come to 14 lakhs.
No. Everywhere, everything. In Bharat Kshetra also 7 lakh, in Mahavidya Kshetra also 7 lakh. That is 7 lakh. That is only kinds of.
But say 14 lakh Manushya, so what are the 14 lakhs? So
14 lakh places to species. Species. जाति जिसको कहते हैं, जिसके
तो हम एक स्पीशीज का है ना, आपका स्पीशीज मेरा स्पीशीज एक ही है ना?
We cannot say that.
क्यों?
We cannot say.
Because you've got 5 senses, I've got 5 senses, so our species is the same.
We all are humans. We can say we all are humans, but we cannot say that because all the humans are 5 senses. All the humans are. So that is not the matter. We all are the same. Our species, where species means that thing produce us, that thing produce us. Like I am explaining about the Prithvikai, the Prithvikai. So Prithvikai can be produced by 7 lakh types, 7 lakh kinds. And what is that? That is the environment. One type of environment made, one type of Prithvikai produced. When there is a moisture motion, and so many bacteria can be produced, and they are produced. So these bacteria, so one type of that is the situation. In that situation, it can be produced. So in this way, there are 7 lakh. अपने कितने 14 lakh है. 14 lakh type of situation in which I don't know in which situation I produced and in which situation you produced, but all are the 14 lakh. The combination. The combination. Like in the environment, when bacteria are produced, there are different combinations.
The combination.
But you have seen, I don't know, in our villages we have seen एक गाय वो गोबर करती है, और उस गोबर के अंदर कोई पैदा हो जाता है, जीव पैदा होता है, जीव लोग पड़ा रहता है, तो उसमें अलग अलग तरह के जीव पैदा होते हैं. तो the गाय का गोबर है, that is also one species to produce that type of bacteria. इसी प्रकार के जीव दूसरी जगह आप जाओगे कहीं कीचड़ है उसमें उत्पन्न हो गया, तो that is the other species to produce that type of. इसी तरह अगर थर्ड जगह जाओ कोई एक फ्रूट में वो जीव पैदा हो गया, the same जीव, that कीड़ा, that bacteria, so that is the for it, that is the third species. So in this way the मनुष्य का भी अपना combination होता है, उसका 14 प्रकार.
So even in this earth there will be 14 lakhs of different combinations.
7 लाख प्रति का 7 लाख अपका 7 लाख तेज का 7 लाख बाई का 10 लाख प्रत्येक वनस्पति का 14 लाख साधारण वनस्पति का 2 लाख दिंदे 2 लाख चिंदे 2 लाख चतुर्दे 4 लाख नाकी 4 लाख देता 4 लाख दिगंज पंचदे 14 लाख मनुष्यों की गल 4 व्यक्ति 14. And now if you say मनुष्य, so we are only not मनुष्य. There are some samurchi मनुष्य, So the samurchi मनुष्य, for like if you split थूक नाका आपने या आपने अपने नाक का मेल नाक डाला या यूरिन डाला, उन सब में मतलब मनुष्य पैदा होते हैं, दे आर समूचे मनुष्य. सो इन दैट वे दिस इज द 14 लाख स्पीसीज. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना कि अपने को सब अपने शरीर की कोई भी चीज ऐसे फेंक कर नहीं चलना. जैसे इफ यू सी इन द विलेजेस एंड व्हेन वी गो लाइक इफ वी हैव टू क्या कहते हैं discharge or anything like from gone from our mouth. So first we will do in the rain, in the sand, and then we will put sand on that. So that will save to produce the bacteria. And if you put in the like moisture sand or in water, there will be some moisture moisture production. So these all are the species to produce the manushya. So what we are one type of, लेकिन even we don't know कि जो माँ और बाप का जो combination होता है तो उसकी कौन सी species है. You know there are different species, but all are the 14 lakhs.
The species means astrological stars का वो combination or
no. That can produce that thing. Like मैंने
The
उदाहरण
species
दिया
means states of mind.
No, situation. Species means that situation or that a combination
Of the environment.
of the environment. So जैसे उस गाय की गोबर में जीव पैदा हो गया तो वो उसके लिए एक सिचुएशन थी कि गाय का गोबर हाथों हाथ तो नहीं होता. अभी गाय ने गोबर किया उसमें जीव पैदा नहीं होता, लेकिन वो कितनी टाइम पड़ा रहेगा. एक सूख गया अब उसमें जीव पैदा नहीं है, लेकिन उसको वापस बारिश आई गीला हो गया उसके अंदर जीव पैदा हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज द ये स्पीसीज बन जाती है, ये उसकी स्पीसीज बन गई.
By covering, you are saying that you are not letting those souls come up. Why?
Because उनका अपना एक टाइम होता है. They have their own time, and in that time, if you cover the sand, and they will destroy it. They will also become the sand. You know, अपनी body माटी में मिल जाती है. But before that, if there is baris and there is something like they go, they produce.
But isn't that ahimsa? That's what my question is. आप बोलते हैं कि ऐसा कवर कर देगा इसलिए वो जीव उत्पन्न नहीं होएगा से, तो फिर वो अहिंसा हुई कि नहीं?
हाँ, वो अहिंसा हुई ना. तो अगर आपने ध्यान नहीं रखा, if you are not aware, and आपने ऐसे ही खुला छोड़ दिया उसको, या आपने अपने मुंह का थूक चुका, वो खा चुका, and ऐसे ही you left, it means it has the power to produce. यदि रेत में मिला दिया तो it means you are aware about non-violence. Otherwise that path we will get to produce their जीव्स.
हाँ, तो क्यों वो जीव हमने पैदा नहीं होने दिया.
हाँ,
तो वो हिंसा हुई कि नहीं?
नहीं होने दिया तो अहिंसा हुई. अगर जीव पैदा होंगे फिर वो मरेंगे फिर वो दुख पाएंगे तो वो सारी हिंसा तुमको लगेगी. या
वो मेरे को जानने
या
तो पहले से ही
अगर इसने
पानी उबाल देते तो पहले एक हिंसा कर ली जो
हाँ,
वो सब मार दिया. फिर
इसमें तो वैसे भी कुछ नहीं मारा. इसमें तो वो तो
जीव पैदा ही नहीं,
पैदा करना ही नहीं, क्योंकि जीव पैदा करोगे तो पाप लगेगा. क्योंकि वो जीव पैदा होंगे, वो मरेंगे, वो दुख पाएंगे, तो यू विल गेट दैट पाप.
तो when we boil the water, पानी boil करते हैं तो वो पाप करते हैं ना पहले.
हाँ, because पानी is the जीव. It means if you are boiling the water, you are getting hinsa, but only once, because now you. But if you are putting your kankar or your, that is not jeev, so there is no like you are doing hinsa. If you are putting in the sand or in this type of material that will not produce, that is not, because it is not living thing.
So that means if you go to toilet and we flush, so that means then the samurchin will not get birth. So that is okay.
We cannot say that because the flush water, where it will go, because only flushing is not to enough to destroy them. Yeah. It will go and it will take place in the Ganga Nala. You know, if it is going to collect it there will be produced. That's why there was no use of the toilet for the sadhus and sadhis. And they go outside of the village and they destroyed that. That was the process to destroy that. But this is not enough to destroy it.
Water is like a fuel to the
And
fire.
again, water is also, we are using so much water in other things. Again, we are using so much water, so that also we are doing the infra. You know?
Yeah, but I think like if you were to like, you know, like if you keep something in the fridge or freezer or like, you know,
Food.
Everywhere is there, everywhere is there. बहुत मुश्किल है इस लाइफ में मतलब सब कुछ करते हुए हिंसा से बचना is very difficult.
એટલે તો આપણે બધું ફ્રેશ બને એટલું ફ્રેશ બનાવીએ અને ફ્રીજમાં ના મૂકીએ કે જેટલું આપણે ફ્રેશ બનાવીએ તે આપણે ઓછી હિંસા કરીએ.
सबसे अच्छा है साधु साधी बन जाओ अपने बनाना नहीं खाना जो मिले वो खा लो.
नहीं लेकिन I don't know how that you can say because जिसने भी बनाया है आपके लिए बनाया है तो थोड़ा सा उसको आप जो बनाने का वो समझो आप बोलेंगे कि ये पाप है तो वो पाप आपको भी मिलेगा तो सही ना.
नहीं, इसमें दो बातें हैं. देखो हिना, जो 5 महाव्रतारी साधु होते हैं उनका क्या नियम होता है, अगर उनके लिए बनाओगे तो भी नहीं लेंगे वो. You know, they will not take that gochari.
Okay.
If you will making for you and just you are sharing that, they will take. Otherwise they will. So they have taken that vow that we will not get. If it is prepared for us, it means they are totally devoid of that pap karma. If they will not get, they will sacrifice it. Yeah, they will not. So that, like we Samaniji, we haven't taken the 5 vows and we are flexible and sometimes we say, okay, na tumko gochri lani hai. So we are involved in that path. Yeah, we are involved in that path because we are free in that. But the total sadhu, the complete 5 great vows they are observing. They will not, if they will not get, they will sacrifice, and that's why they will not get that path. So the 5 great vows is the only way to divide from all the hinsa. Yeah.
So can you repeat that? I didn't quite get. Sorry.
Okay, हिंदी में बोलती हूँ.
No,
English में बोलती हूँ. I don't give English meeting. Yeah. She asked, okay, if we make again, if we make the food for you, so we are getting power. So it means you are also involved in that. And that's why I explained that the 5 great vows, those sadhu sadhus who are observing, they have taken vow totally, and that's why they will not ask for any type of thing that is prepared by hinsa. So they will not ask for food also. And that's why you cannot prepare food for those sadhu sadhus.
You mean special food?
Not special, not general. You cannot have that intention that sadhu will come for gochari and I should make food. No. If you are doing that, you are getting karma.
So
You are binding karma.
So it's like, okay, sadhu will come, so I'll make some extra today to give.
No, don't
Then
say
that's
So if they will know that, first thing they will not take. And sometimes like they ask for what for whom you prepare. And if you will say because you are coming and that's why I prepare, they will not take that.
They just take share.
They will not take. And if you say I prepare for myself and just I want to share, then he will take. And the third thing, maybe you prepared for them, but you are not saying them, and you are lying that I prepared for you and I prepared for me and I want to share. So then he will not get power, but you will get power, even giving. So the both should होना चाहिए, giver and taker, and also the thing that is
In your mind it has to be clear.
to give. 3 things there should be pure: the taker, the giver, and the object.
હવે ઇન્ડિયા ઘર पे ऐसे कि पालिका में जाए तो
तुम अभी विषय से बाहर तो नहीं हो जाओगे, तुम्हारे क्लास रह जाएगी. एक क्वेश्चन पूरा करके लास्ट पूरा करके.
હા કે આ સાધુ સાધ્વી ચાલે ને ગોશ્રી માટે તો એના માટે આપણે કે કે આ છે અમારા તરફથી છે તો આપણે એના માટે બનાવવાનું.
तो ये प्योरिटी नहीं, या तो श्रावकों में नॉलेज नहीं है और या साधु साधु उसके प्रति अवेयर नहीं है.
No, but they run a book that every day you can book if you want. But if nobody will book, then they still make it because they know that some sadhu will come. So that it's not specially made for them, but they make that much. And it's just you sponsor that. They're saying, okay, no, I'll pay the cost for that.
So that's why there is some flexibility or laxity we can say. But in Therapant, if you will go sadhu sadhu, first they will come at house and they will ask for what you made, for whom you made. And if you say that because how many people they will see, if you are 2 people and that much food is not for you, then they will ask, they have doubt. And if you say, okay, because you are coming and that's why I made, they will not take. If you say, okay, I made for me, they will ask, you are only 2 people, why did you make so much? So much. That's why they take, even sometimes we have to go to 10 houses, 20 houses, 15 houses, just little bit taking that. So that you will not feel hunger sharing that, and we also can survive in that. That's why it is called the bojri, bojri. From houses and houses to collect that. Not only we go in one house and just okay, take it, and now we'll make again. This is not the force,
Okay, thank you.
Okay, carry on.
So, Pachavi So we are talking about the Paryaptis and Prans. खबर है ना बता, how many Paryaptis?
6.
And Prans?
10.
10. 4 groups. We can divide in 4 groups. So now we are relating them. Ki like maximum Paryaptis are 6 and developed human being. Developed human being means this Sangi human being who has mind, or Sangi animal even who has mind. They have the 6 kinds of Paryaptis and 10 kinds of Prans. At the most number is 6 and 10, but at least is 4 and 4. At least 4. If we talk about the one sense beings, they are living, but they are not so developed. They are underdeveloped. And they are underdeveloped. How many Paryaptis? They have 4 Paryaptis. Now, Paryaptis are 6. Ahar, Sharir, Indriya, Swashoshwas, Bhasha and Man. So, can you put Ahar here? They take Ahar, one sense.
Yes.
Yeah? And Sharir, body.
Yes.
Do they have body?
Yeah.
And Indriya, senses.
Yes.
How many senses they have?
1 touch.
We are talking about one sense being. And one sense means which sense?
Touch.
Touch. Only they have body. So touch only. They have touch. Ahar, Sharir, Indriya. And next one is Swashoshwas. Do they have Swashoshwas? Yeah. But they don't have nose then.
Through the pores of the body.
Yeah. They have body. Through the body they do this inhalation and exhalation. So 4. Ahar, Sharir, Indriya and Swashoshwas. These 4 will come here. 4 Paryaptis will come here. And the similar Pran also. Ahar means which Pran? Ayushya Pran. Sharir means which Pran? Kaibal Pran. Indriya means which Indriya? Sparshanendriya Pran. Only one Pran, Sparshanendriya Pran. And Ahar, Sharir, Swashoshwas means Swashoshwas. So 4 Paryaptis and 4 Prans. One sensed beings. And when you go to 2 sensed beings, then 1 will be added. Which one?
Second.
Because they have 2 senses now. 2 senses means touch they have already. 1 sense to touch have. And second one means touch and taste. It means उनके पास मुंह होगा, रसनेंद्रिय. If they have रसनेंद्रिय, it means the Paryapti will be increased. How? Which Paryapti will be added here? Bhasha? Bhasha. Because now they got mouth. So Bhasha. Here it will increase Bhasha Paryapti. Right? And here which one? Which bal?
Vachan.
Vachan bal. Here Vachan bal. ठीक है ना? Okay? सतीश भाई? पेपर નથી હાથમાં. પેપર આપો તમને?
નથી.
Okay. And we talk about a 3 sensed being. When we talk about 3 sensed being, then again 5. Because we have last Paryapti, Man Paryapti only. And Man only will come here. Otherwise they have the 5 Paryaptis, same 5 Paryaptis. Because they don't have mind. 2 sensed beings, they don't have mind. 3 sensed beings, they don't have mind. 4 sensed beings, they don't have mind. And 5 sensed beings, they also don't have mind. So they have 5 paryaptis up to here, and after that they have minds, and it will become 6 paryapti. But now here the number is increasing. Why the number is increasing? Because beings are with 2 cells, or 3 cells, or 4 cells. So that we have the 5 cells, different 5 cells of prans. So here we include that. That is the. So here we include 2 things, not one. Vachanbal pran and Rasnendriya. Here we increase. Here we increase Granendriya. Now they have the smell, nose also, 3 sensed beings. Then fourth, here we increase which one? Eyes. Now they have eyes here. And when we talk about this one, then they have ears also. The last one is that here that we talk about the Sangi, then which pran will be increased? Man. Same, Manobal pran. Here one paryapti and Manobal pran. So this is the relation. How many paryaptis and how many prans with how many senses? This is the table, right? So if you get this summary paper, you will get table also. So you will understand better. So this is, we talked about this thing. This is a relation between paryapti and pran. So in short, now we understood that living organism is, we can say that combination of paryapti and pran. If there is disjunction, it means there is no living organism. This is death, according to Jainism. And paryapti is a material capacity. To build the material capacity, that is paryapti, and pran is the bioenergy through which you can speak, through which, and so both are mutually dependent. Paryapti is cause and pran is effect. And without pran, paryapti cannot attain maturity. Without pran, because it also needs pran. Pran needs paryapti and paryapti needs pran. So both are mutually dependent. And because of these two, combination of these two, there is life. Otherwise there is no life, according to Jainism. In short, that much. Now we are going to the classification of living beings. So that part is clear, no? Samay part. The first paryapti is done within one samay. And other paryaptis, all paryaptis, they finished gradually and within one muhurt. That is called antar muhurt. Within 48 minutes. That is called antar muhurt. All paryaptis will take that much time. So this part, the first part is finished, because when we started our class and we told that we will talk about 2 things. One is the living organism, what is living organism, and second is the classification. So now we are coming to the classification, in which there are many scriptures. And if we see that in Acharang, this is a unique concept of Jainism. Here still in your course book there is no name of Acharang. But in Acharang you will find that there is a unique concept, and that is a Shad Jeev Nikaya, 6 kinds of being. 6 kinds of being. It's a Prithvikaya, that is earth-bodied, water-bodied, fire-bodied, air-bodied, Prithvi of Tejas, Vayu, and plants. Plant body, vegetable, Vanaspati, and then Traskaya, to our mobile beings. So that is the Shad Jeev Nikaya. But here what we are going to talk about that, because in your book, because in Acharang there are only 6 kinds of beings. Here you will find more classification. That is Pragyapana. It is one of the scriptures. Pragyapana. Second is Uttaradhyayan. Third is Jiva Jivabhigam. And fourth is Sutrakrita. Many classifications are given here, and the different classifications are given here. Then one question raised that why in Jain scriptures that biology is discussed so exhaustively? Why? And it is answered, the question is asked, and it is answered by Bhagwan, because the central theme of Jainism is to follow the non-violence. And without knowing living being and non-living being, how can you follow that? You cannot follow restraint in your life. You cannot have a restraintful life without knowing the living beings and non-living beings. So you have to understand what will come under the living beings and what will come under the non-living beings. If you don't know earth is living, then how will you apply non-violence there? If you don't know water is living, then how will you apply non-violence there? So in scriptures, the classification of living beings are given so in so detail. And the second thing we can say that in Dasrikalik Sutra also if we say, to jive vina yanai, ajive vina yanato, ayanato, ajive vina vyanato, jiva jive ayananto, sorry, I am doing some, to jive vina yanai, ajive vina yanai, jiva jive jiva ayananto, like who does not know life, living things, who does not know anything about non-living things, how can he follow Sanyam? Kahamso nahi sanjamam. how he can know about the Sanyam? To Jive Vina Yanai, who does not know about living thing, and to Ajive Vina Yanai, even not knowing about non-living thing, then how can he will know about the Sanyam? Yes? Same is restraint. So this is the thing, how can he know about that? So it is necessary to know about the living thing and non-living thing to follow that. And even we, one celebrated aphorism of Jainism is Padmam Nanam Tavodaya. You cannot follow any kind of discipline without knowledge. So first know the thing, then you can follow, then you can apply the discipline in your day-to-day life. If you don't know the same thing, so Padmam Nanam, first place is the Gyan, then Achar, then you can apply that thing, right? So Pragyapana. So in Pragyapana what they did, there are two types of living beings. One is Siddha. Siddha means liberated soul, and one is Sansari. Sansari means mundane soul. Then they just divided Sansari beings one sensed. What will come under one sensed?
Fire.
Only fire? Earth? Water? Air? And plants. So they divided this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 sensed beings in this way. Okay? In Pragyapana, we are talking about the Pragyapana. Now what you have to know about for your exam, how many classifications are given there and what is the difference between the classification. How they explain the Jeev and Ajeev. So here they just say that there are two types of Jeev. One is liberated soul and one is mundane soul. And then mundane soul is divided into 5. 1 sensor, 2 sensor, 3 sensor, 4 sensor, 5 sensor. Then what did they do? In one sensor, same. Earth bodied, fire bodied, water bodied, air bodied and plants. Then it will come plants. Then they divided plants into 2. Which 2?
One bodied, many bodied.
One bodied and multi-bodied. Sadharan and multi-bodied means? Pratyek and Sadharan. In Sadharan what happens? There are one body and many living beings and that root vegetables. And in Pratyek there are leafy vegetables and all other vegetables. They will come under Pratyek. So it divided into 2. Plants divided into 2. Sadharan and Pratyek. So this much we find in the Pragyapana. This much description we find. And one more thing is 5 sensor beings. This is regarding 1 sensor. Then they divided into 5 sensor. 5 sensor beings are divided into 4. Infernal, Narkiya Jeev, then animals, Piriansh, human beings and heavenly beings, celestial beings. And they divided animals into 3. Which 3? Anybody can say?
Having a backbone, vertebrate.
Not in that way. When we talk about the biology, we can compare in that way. But here we will say that who stay in the water, that is called Jalchar, who stay in the water. So they will call aquatic. Is it a word?
Yes.
Aquatic, right? And the second will come that who stays on the land-based beings. They are called terrestrial. And then aerial. In this way, I think like birds and all will come in this way. So these 3 are the types of animals. This much is explained in Pragyapana Sutra. This much is explained on this. Not in so many, not details. So now come to the second agam, that is how much is, since the Sansari and Sansari is explained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then one is explained earth body, water body, fire body in this way, and plants will be divided into 2, Sadharan and Pratyek, and then 5 sensor beings will be Narak, Tirinch, Manusha and Dev, and animals in 3, aquatic and this way. Even, sorry, I did one. This is not in Pragyapana Sutra. You have to remember for students, this is not in Pragyapana Sutra. It is given in summary also. This is not in Pragyapana Sutra. It is added in the Uttaradhyayana Sutra. It is added in the Uttaradhyayana Sutra. They give more details about that. It is added in Uttaradhyayana Sutra. And what they did, they also explained the celestial being. Devta. Devta, there are classification of Devta, Bhavanpati Dev, Vyantar Dev, Jyotish Dev and Vyamanik Dev. Some devs are there are also categories of devs. Gods also, there are also categories. So the lower category is Bhavanpati Dev. They are called as mansion dwelling gods. They have their bhavans and they live there. And in their bhavans are, where are their bhavans? In the narak. They have their bhavans in the narak, and they are known as the devta. But the first narak, just in the first layer, they have their bhavans. That is called Bhavanpati Dev. Then it is Vyantarjit. They are in, like we say, Bhoot, Pisash and all these things. They are in forest. Their place is forest. So in this universe. And then Vaimani, which is empyrean gods, sun, moon, stars, they will come under these gods. So this is the ascending order. First is the lower class, Bhavanpati Dev, then Vyantar in forest, then Jyotish, they are stars, moon. According to Jainism, the stars, moons, they are like a plane, vehicle for those days. And sometimes the god sun, some god moon, they come in those vehicles. We will not go in that detail, but these are the sun, moon, they are the vehicles, and in these vehicles, sometimes some sun god, moon god, they come. So this, and last one is the Vaimanic Dev. And we talk about the 26 kinds of Devlok, and they are in the upper lok. This Bhavanpati Dev is in the lower lok, and others are in middle, forest, and this sun, moon, they are also in middle, and then upper lok. And upper lok, upper universe, we will find Vaimanic Dev, and there is 26 different. And they are the 12, first 12, like there are 26, right? Here, start from here. So here, up to here, 12 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 are there. These are 12 Devloks. And after that, there will come 9 Graivaya, and after that they have highest 5 Anuttar Viman. They are the purest. They are less pure, they are little more, and they are purest Devta. So according to that, 26 kinds of Devloks are there. In this 26 kinds.
Where would Padmavati Ma and where would they be?
Some in different Devloks. I don't know the proper place, but different Devloks.
But in the above, in the upper lok.
Upper lok. Even upper lok, there is here the fifth lok. There are some devtas. They are pure also. And when the Tirthankar takes diksha, any Tirthankar takes diksha, then they come to like they say only 2 words, Bujjaha, 2 words, to give upadesh to Tirthankars, and then they take diksha. This is the one kind of, even Tirthankar can take diksha, but this is the one thing that is from 5th Devlok, the devtas come and they say that Bujjaha, and then they get initiation.
What does that mean? Bujja mean?
Jano, that is the thing. You know what is the nature of this thing. So this is the celestial being, division of celestial beings. So Bhavanpati, Vyantar, Jyotish and Vaimanic. In Vaimanic also there are 26. And what happens up to 12? There is in this way, some are like in this world, what happens? Some people are rich, some are poor. So here also there are some are lower class devtas, some are middle, and they have to follow the order of their master. And in this way, there is a master-servant relation also here, up to 12. But after 12, these 13 are pure. They all are God of themselves. They don't need to do work under anybody's order. They do their own. So they are
Do they have bodies?
Devtas. Yes, they have body, but not like us. They have body. So, and they can make different kind of forms. They are bacteria body. So they can make any kind of forms. They can come in this middle lok also in different form, and we cannot recognize them like a person. No? They can take different kinds of form. So they have their labdhi right from the birth. So this is increase in Uttradhyana. This thing, animal and this devtas. And one more thing is increase is that here you will find that sansari, like mundane soul, is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in Uttradhyana Sutra, what they did, it divided into 2. Sorry, I have made a mess here. This is a sansari and divided into 2. Mobile and immobile. Right? Mobile and immobile means? Mobile beings means those beings who can do movement. But not only that, movement means which kind of movement? Movement with desire to get something. Means they have some, because some one-sensitive beings, they also do movement, like fire and air. Like fire and air, there is movement in fire and air. So they can, in one point of view, in Uttarajan it is explained. Here they explain mobile beings only, which earth, immobile beings, earth, water and plants. They take one sensitive beings, fire and air, here in mobile. This is a different thing. You will not find anywhere else. In Uttarajan Sutra, they give fire and air in mobile beings. They are not mobile. Because in one point of view they are mobile, just they are doing motion, there is movement. But they don't have any desire to get pain, to get rid of pain or to get pleasure. Without any kind of desire, they are just, it is their nature. It is a indeliberate, not deliberate thing. No? Here, when we talk about the other mobile beings, two sensed, three sensed, who has two sensed, like you can take like earthworm for 3 cents, you can take ant, bugs for 4 cents, you can take flies, bees, and 5 cents. They are thrust, they are mobile, they move deliberately, voluntarily.
Can you give me an example of a 5 sense being without a mind? Which is that?
Yes, there are so many we cannot say that particular thing, but in scriptures we find that there are many elephants, they don't have mind. So we cannot recognize that who has mind and who does not have. Elephants, cows, some animals have mind and some don't have mind. But it's difficult to recognize them.
You said before that the classification of a living being is that cognition, and the second one was like will to get rid of pain and for pleasure. But then you said that fire and air, they don't really have it.
So they are mobile only from one point of view. Just they are moving. So in this point of view, in Uttarajan Sutra, they are considered as a mobile. Otherwise, they are not mobile.
But they still have a desire to get rid of the pain and to get pleasure. So just a bit.
No, but not like there are the two things. One thing is explicit and one thing is implicit. They don't have this kind of explicit consciousness. They have, even we can say that for fire and air, it is not so explicit. For plants, it may be pleasure and pain. We can prove here in plants, but it is very difficult to prove here, fire and air. They are living beings and they have consciousness, even they have cognition. If you will go in scriptures, you will find that they have cognition also, but very less developed. They cannot develop in this way, they cannot do this kind of activity. Even plants, we can say that. If plants are there, if you will give some water and if you will take care of it, they will get pleasure. And if you are not taking care of it, they will get pain. For plants, it is okay. So, this is it will come from one point of view, but then it is discussed how you can take it in the mobile. Then there are two types of mobile beings. One is like gati thrust and one is labdhi thrust. They don't have labdhi, they don't have any potential, but they have gati, just they move. So because only that point of view it is said, right? And so in Uttarajan, one classification is increased, mobile, immobile, and then Devta and the animal. This much is increased in Uttarajan Sutra. But ascending order is same. The first is Siddha, then Sansaris, then one sense, then human beings and all these things, and lowest is the one sense in this way. So this is what explanation given in the Uttarajan Sutra, and Pragyapana and Uttarajan Sutra are similar. Now we are going to complete it. It's going to finish. Two things more. મને તમારા બધાના મોડા જોઈને એવું લાગે છે કે બધાને ઊંઘ આવી રહી છે. So now which two scriptures are left? We talk about 4 scriptures, no? Pragyapana and Uttarajan. Now third one is Jiva Jivabhigam. You can infer through the name only, Jiva Jivabhigam. It means in this scriptures only Jeev and Ajeev, these two things are explained. Jeev and Ajeev. Abhigam means to know about the Jeev and Ajeev. The name of scripture is Jiva Jivabhigam. And here what they did, they explain all the beings in different way. Different way means with 23 characteristics. They take 23 points and explain all these points in respect of all the beings. Like suppose one sensory being is there, then how many instincts it will have. how many bodies it will have, which kind of structure it will have, right? Many more things, 23 things, like which kind of structure, which kind of aura it will have, or oral coloration, lesia, and how many sense organs it will have, which kind of brain it will have, like how much developed. So in this way 23 things are explained, 23 characteristics are explained, and all the beings, 1 sensor, 2 sensor, 3 sensor, 4 sensor, 5 sensor, mobile, immobile, human beings, Sangi, Asangi, everything, they all are explained in Jiva Jiva Bigam with these 23 points. And one is Sutra Kritan. That is again, and here, yes, you are talking about with Samaniji, the place Yoni, we say that Yoni. Yoni means the place of origination, where the Jeev is originated, where the Jeev takes birth, that is called Yoni. So, on the basis of that Yoni, and food, the Jivas are explained, Jeev and Ajeev, sorry, not Ajeev, Jeev are explained in the Sutra Kritan Sutra. And what different thing is that in Sutra Kritan Sutra you will find that they start with the plants. Then question raised, plants will come under the sthavar. Sthavar means who don't have mobility, locomotion, who don't have any kind of locomotion, who are immobile. So plants come under immobile beings, and even in the immobile beings, it is in the last number, like Prithvi Kai, Up Kai, Tejas Kai, Vayu Kai, and then Vanaspati Kai. Then question was raised, why then in Sutra Kritan Sutra plants have been given so much importance? Then it is said that in Sthavar Kai it comes in the last number, but it is, like I said, it is very obvious to prove the life of plants. Even science also proves. Other than it is very difficult to prove the life in the earth, water, fire and air. But plants, we can prove the life here. So they explain plants, and there are 12 unis for plants. With the 12 unis, the plants, where plants can take birth, according to that they explain the things in Sutra Kritan. Like plants whose uni is water, plants whose uni is earth. Plants can take place in the water also, in the earth also, and even suppose one plant here is the seed on the earth, one plant take birth. From here also one plant can take birth. So plant take birth from plant also. So in this way 12 unis are explained in respect of plants. After that human beings are explained in Sutra Kritan Sutra, and after that the mobile beings, all these things, 1 sensor, 2 sensor, the animals. So this is the sequence in Sutra Kritan Sutra. So this is what it is. You will find in your paper you will find the list also, how they explain the things. But main thing is that you have to keep in your mind is that there are 4 scriptures, and in 4 scriptures the classification of living being defined. But there is some difference in all the scriptures. The first 2 scriptures, Pragyapana and Uttradhyan, they are more or less similar. But something is increased in Uttradhyan Sutra. That is the difference. Otherwise, ascending order is same. And when we go to Jiva Jiva Bigam Sutra, classification is same. But they are explained with 23 characteristics. That is a different thing. And in Sutra Kritan Sutra, it is very, we can say that it is difficult also. It is explained in a difficult way. But how they explain, they took first plants, and then according to how all the plants, human beings and all other beings are explained on the basis of yoni and food they take. So this is the explanation. So you will get a big list in your book, but you don't need to learn those lists and all this kind of things. You just have to keep mind in this way how they explain in the scriptures. And what is the basic classification, what we did in the first. That is the basic classification. And in how many scriptures it is explained. So 4 scriptures, in your course it is explained 4 scriptures. And I added one more, that is Acharang. In Acharang, because 6 types of beings are explained. So this is what we talk about the Jain biology. And your second chapter is more related to science. So I also take, I need time to go through that, because how to compare it with the science. biology.
Yes.
So I'll read, it will take more time, so we'll do later on. Now we know the scriptural part and how we can compare with that. How we can compare, what is the comparison, how they classify the living beings and how here we are classifying and how we can compare. That is the thing, it will come in your second unit. But today we finish the third unit. Yes?
So, do fire, earth, water, they all take food as well?
What food is?
Do they all eat, like, consume food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even water?
They take food. Their food. But it's difficult which kind of food they are taking, but they are taking food. Because they all have the, we see they all beings have the ahar sangya. In one sense of being, they also feel that we take something. That is the one kind of instinct they have. And common instinct all living beings have. That is the food, instinct of food. So this is the thing we explained, this is the Jain biology. Easy, isn't it?
Very detailed.
Huh?
Very detailed.
But last time करता तो easy लगी ना थोड़ा. See what happened philosophy જેટલું હું કહેવા વારે વારે કહું છું કે જ્યારે વારે ઘડીએ તમે સાંભળશો ને then it will be easy because now you know the things, no? Then you read books also, then you will get something more. कि हाँ આવું છે આટલું સાંભળેલું છે then you will get more. Sometimes it happens कि भाई હવે તો એવું boring thing. Just I want to give one example for what happened from Calcutta. One professor used to teach us. And the subject was Western philosophy. Now for Jain philosophy, we take interest in Jain philosophy and other Indian philosophy. Western philosophy is totally unknown for, at that time, totally unknown for us. And the professor came and the university spent so much money for we Samanijis, only 6 or 7 Samanijis. And he came 2 times, stayed there 7 to 10 days. We spent every day 3 hours, but we didn't get anything. Because the problem, there was at that time there was 2 problems. One problem was their English, and second problem was the philosophy was totally unknown to us. We were not familiar with any concept of Western philosophy, and he explained. 2 years he came, and Samaniji told us, Miss Acharya told us, you have to go there and you have to listen. We listened everything, but we felt that how much time we wasted there because we didn't get anything. So some words we got. There is no any gather like a concept. We didn't get any concept. After that, what happened? After 2 years, for 2 years he came, and after that we go in Calcutta to again study this the same thing. And we stayed there for 2 months. For 2 years we went there for 2 months. And when we went for 2 months, then we found that whatever we heard in the past, it was useful. At that time we didn't get any concept, but now we are getting concepts, and so easily we got the concepts the 3rd time. So philosophy is this kind of subject, so don't worry about that. If you are getting words only, then it's okay. If you are getting only words, then also it is okay. તમને તો આટલું બધું થાય છે ને એટલું like there is a difference. You are learning the Jain philosophy and we learned the Western philosophy, no? So એમાં પણ very difference છે કે Jain philosophy તો we are familiar with some words. We are at least familiar with some words. Now we have to know the concepts, and if we again and again we listen, because the beneficial thing is thought all are related.